Hey, Canucks fans. Apparently, two of our assistant general managers are being recruited by the Philadelphia Flyers. I want to talk a little bit about the NHL playoffs as well. But let's start with the Canucks. Both Emilie Castonguay and Cammi Granato have been linked to the Philadelphia Flyers over the past week. Now, the Flyers, they fired their longtime GM, Chuck Fletcher, in early March, and former player Danny Briere is serving as the interim GM. But the fact that they said he was interim GM, that obviously was a signal that they wanted to bring in someone on a more as their actual permanent full-time general manager. And thus, it was rumored last week, and Elliot Friedman was talking about it on Donnie and Dolly earlier this morning as well. The two of the four Canucks assistant general managers apparently, I don't know if they've been recruited is the right word, although I said that at the start of the video, whether they're being sought after. I don't even know if they've been interviewed, or at least there's been mutual interest. But it sounds like our two female assistant general managers, Emilie Castonguay and Cammi Granato. So remember, Castonguay and Granato, they are a team of four assistants to Patrick Allvin, along with Derek Clancy, and along with Ryan Johnson. Now, Castonguay was hired back at the end of January 24th, 2022, and that time made waves throughout the NHL for being one of the first females in such a high ranking position in an NHL front office. And then Cammi Granato was hired 2 short weeks later on February 10th, 2022. So then, yeah, that's the hiring of two really smart, well-respected women as part of the management team for the Canucks. Now, Castonguay's background was as a lawyer and as a player agent. So my understanding is over the past year and a half, she's really focused on a lot of those type of things when it comes to contracts and details, salary cap management, those kind of things. So a very, very detail-oriented player when it comes to, player contracts, bonus clauses, all those kind of things, salary. Whereas Cammi Granato, when they hired her, they announced that she would be focusing more on the player development side. So not only the NHL players, but I'm sure a hand in Abbotsford, some scouting as well, working with the city. So that's kind of how the breakdown of the at least the duties between those two seem to be working. Castonguay was doing the contracts and the salary, and then Granato was doing development. Well, apparently, from the tweet I saw earlier, it sounds like Castonguay is not in any rush to leave here, and she likes it here in Vancouver, and I think her job is very, very important. Whereas Cammi Granato, although her job is very important here as well, it sounds like the way that Friedman, and I haven't seen the full interview yet, I must admit, but the way that Friedman at least was quoted, it sounds like if you had to pick one of the two, Granato might be more open to being to moving out there, and maybe it's because she's from the United States, she's American, whatever. Maybe that has nothing to do with it, but it sounds like that Granato's a possibility to go out there, but Castonguay isn't. But overall, let's worry about this if it happens, when it happens. We can talk about the ramifications and the effect it's going to have on the Canucks franchise. But it's at least a good indication, whether it's an affirmation. That's the word I'm looking for. It's an affirmation that Jim Rutherford has hired some really good people, and with Castonguay and Granato being two of them, two of the very best, because why else would they be considered then for the vacant permanent full-time GM job with the Philadelphia Flyers? So we'll see if this story gets any more traction, if we hear more about this going forward, if we hear any denials from any of the parties involved. We will track that as we go. A couple of NHL playoff things. Firstly, Cale Makar suspended for 1 game for his late hit, his interference penalty on Jared McCann last night. Kind of interesting because it was major, then it was reduced to a minor, but then it was still deemed worthy of a suspension. Obviously a late hit because the puck wasn't in the general vicinity after the puck was stopped by Grubauer and then went flipping off. No, not by Grubauer, by the Colorado goaltender, not the former Colorado goaltender. But yes, it goes off. The puck goes. It was funny. Makar said that he thought that the puck was going to drop in the corner, and therefore he was going to separate McCann from the puck, but the puck wasn't anywhere near where he thought it was going to be. So that's a 1-game suspension. As good as Cale Makar is, and he is good. He's the best defenseman in the NHL. I don't think Quinn Hughes would do this, but that's for another video. I think it was still there's a lot of debate last night. How dirty was the hit? Was it a major? Was it a minor? Was it suspendable? But I think no matter what bias you have or not, yeah, it was definitely a late hit, and it certainly was an unnecessary hit, and hence that's why he got the 1-game suspension. Obviously, very important because Colorado's missing Landeskog. Now they're missing Nichushkin, and now they'll be missing Makar for a pivotal. Every game's pivotal, but a pivotal Game 5 as they go back to Colorado to host the Seattle Kraken. And that's what I'm going to end off. Let me know, you guys, which series have been the most intriguing to you, most exciting to you, the most interesting to you, which ones have disappointed you for whatever reason. 4 of the 8 series are tied 2 games apiece, and 4 of them are 3 games to 1. No sweeps this year. So, that's kind of interesting. So in the West, 3 of the 4 series are actually tied at 2. And that's both in the Central, Minnesota, Dallas, and Colorado, Seattle, as I talked about, and then Edmonton, LA. The only one that's 3-1 is Vegas leading the Winnipeg Jets. In the East, it's the opposite. There's 3 series at 3-1, only 1 tied. The only one that's tied is New York and New Jersey. And the other 3 are 3-1 with all the favorites winning. Boston's ahead of Florida. Carolina's ahead of the Islanders. And then Toronto, thanks to that crazy 5-4 victory, is up 3-1 on the Tampa Bay Lightning. So let me know, Canucks fans. Let me know which series have caught your eye, which ones have intrigued you the most. Are any of them not living up to the hype for you, and kind of blah? But let me know. Put it in the comments below. I love to read, react, and reply as always. And let me know what you think about this news that possibly Castonguay and or Granato are being recruited by the Philadelphia Flyers. Couple of programming notes. I am not doing my own show tonight. Canucks After Dark, game time decision. I got to still connect with Parker. So if there is a show tonight, it will be a Canucks After Dark show at 10 o'clock. And then I'm not doing my own YouTube show at 11. But then tomorrow I have double streams. I'm doing one at 10 o'clock for members only. That's Legends, Franchise, and Hall of Fame. And then I'll do my regular 11 o'clock show as well. Then I'm not doing a show on Thursday because I need to get cracking on a paper that's due for my master course right now. So Canucks After Dark tonight, then hopefully, and then stay tuned, and then 2 shows tomorrow, members, and then for the general public. So thanks for your support as always. Thanks to Van City Experts Real Estate, Perform and Transform Personal Training, Weight Loss. Check this out, a new legend. So thank you, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Credible, legendary Carol Bovenlander, and legendary Andrew Chang. Thanks to all of you for your support, and to Hall of Fame and franchise members as well. Always appreciate you. Never take you for granted. So on your way out, subscribe, like the video, become a member, upgrade your membership, leave a tip if you want, and definitely leave a comment down below. Tell me your thoughts on the playoffs, the NHL playoffs so far. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.